set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we do. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
19.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Warrior 70.
Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Again, the yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at 3rd and about 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series brought everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to go up top again. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. 2nd and long. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.